Hi, this is the Carl and the Rock Show here on Raw 12:51 AM, and today I'm interviewing Desmerelda on Zoom. Visual content without actually seeing them. This is the world we're living in right now. But for this interview, I've managed to rope in Sophie Wood to help me out because I've never interviewed an entire band before, and I feel a bit outnumbered. Thank you, Sophie. You are the big cheese, head of music. Thanks so much for doing this with me.
I'm really excited to do this interview with you, Carl. It's our first interview together. How exciting is that?
So obviously we don't want to keep the band waiting too much. Let's add them to the call. Hi everyone, I am joined right now with Desmerelda. Do you want to introduce yourself, guys?
Hello, I'm Max.
Hi, Alex.
Well, I mean, personally, I know who you guys are. So what roles do you guys have within the band?
So basically, I'm the singer and guitarist in the band. And
Slap at the bass.
You slap at the bass.
Although it does switch up a bit because on the next track we've actually got coming out, Alex is pretty much the lead vocalist on it. So it's a duo frontman kind of thing going on sometimes.
Yeah, we're going to touch upon your new track a bit later. But what have you guys been up to? How have you been keeping occupied at the moment in this current climate?
A lot of that.
Monopoly.
I'm sorry, what were you just pointing at? Oh, Monopoly.
I was pointing at my Monopoly board.
I was very confused.
At something.
I was very confused of what you were signaling right there.
I was really worried too.
Especially because my phone is as my laptop in the way of the Monopoly, so I had no idea.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a lot of Monopoly.
That's a good euphemism.
Nice. Yeah. Becoming a master now.
A master monopolizer.
Monopoly and a lot of quizzes and doing weird things for our quizzes as well.
Have you been winning much of them?
Not at all.
No, I do terribly in them all the time. But we try and do them every Friday with a group of friends and stuff. So just keeps us sane, you know.
So you guys obviously are in lockdown right now and music's a big part for you. What are on your playlists at the moment?
On my playlists, what was I really getting into recently? There's not been like loads of new stuff I've been listening to. I'm always diving backwards sort of thing. So been listening to a lot of Stevie Wonder at the moment.
Nice.
Mainly his album Hotter Than July. I just love that. I had it on yesterday while I was cleaning my car, and it was just nice in the sun. It's a great album, really funky. And then it ends on Happy Birthday, which is really strange because you're not really expecting to have that tune come out.
I'm DJing quite a lot, so I'm mixing and stuff, just for fun at home. So not really anything new, just songs I already know that I can really. A lot of Nigerian funk.
Good mix.
That's a big one. Yeah, no, not that I'm mixing, but listening to just on in the background and that. I had no idea there was a big funk scene in the 80s in Nigeria. I'd definitely give it a go.
I didn't either.
I don't understand anything they're saying, but it sounds great.
Imagine, right? You just get Disney Plus. What is the first thing you go and watch?
Mandalorian.
I was going to say, I haven't seen it yet, but that's what I would have said.
I've done it.
That's quality. I've not watched it yet.
It's excellent. It's better than the new movies by far.
Ooh, it's a big statement.
Yeah. Big Star Wars fans over here. So
yeah,
but I don't think I've actually seen the last one. It's the only one I didn't see in the cinema. So
ooh,
that hurt. I don't know why I didn't go and see it, but maybe they're coming out a bit too often now. That's probably
you didn't miss much though, Max. Don't worry.
Controversial.
What are the biggest changes you've had to make to your lives recently? How are you working under lockdown as a band and things?
We're still trying to figure this one out, really, with how we're doing things across the interwebs.
I mean, technology's handy. If this was 20 years ago, it wouldn't be so easy. But I think the whole kind of writing something, recording it, sending it over, putting something on top of that, sending it back is quite easy to do now.
Yeah. I think we were quite well rehearsed for that kind of thing anyway, because me and Alex sort of were doing that sort of thing before, where we just send tracks back and forth. So we're able to do that and just send mixes and stuff. Obviously, we can't meet up to practice, so when we return to the live scene, I don't know what it's going to be like. Probably horrendous.
At least you
It's
have
a
an
lot of
excuse to
muscle
jam a
memory, I
lot.
think. Yeah,
So yeah,
that is one thing. Because you get a lot from just playing together, even if you're not playing anything of any substance or anything any good. It's just good to play together. It gets that cohesion going, you know.
You guys rely heavily on the local scene when playing things as a band. How's it been affected, and how's it affecting you?
it's been affected in the sense that we literally just can't go to anyone's gigs, play. Well, we've started running our own shows under a company called Cat's Creature, which is our own thing. And so we sort of had this build up of like, we're going to start building those shows and doing sort of trying to get people on the local scene playing those shows. So we're quite set out for this year to really build on that. But obviously that's come to a standstill for the moment. But hopefully the return gigs, when we can find a gig again, are going to be big. So
Yeah, it was a bit of a kick in the balls, really, because we had a lot lined up. But I think when it all goes back to normal, people are going to be even more interested in going out, going to shows and going to the pub and all that kind of stuff. So it might be helpful. I don't know, maybe I'm being too optimistic.
Optimism's always good.
yeah, we need that.
Yeah,
I know. I feel that. I think everyone's just going to go out and go to as many gigs as they can, just because they've missed out on so
exactly.
long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's going to be a lot that have been rescheduled as well. I mean, a lot have been cancelled. I had so many tickets, most of them have been cancelled, but hopefully they get rescheduled.
Well, one thing I do like about not necessarily your music, but your artwork, because you always have really like monster artwork for even say for like Tango with Hypnotist. I love the eye like graphic. Who designs them? Where's it all come from?
It is our lovely friend Veronica. She lives over in the States. She lives in New York, I think. We've never actually met. Like, it was just a thing for Instagram. Basically, I used to have artwork done by my brother, my older brother. He did the earlier stuff like Lady Sees the Lies and previously Ease the Bite, but he sort of got caught up with family and stuff and not being able to have as much time to do the artwork. So we looked elsewhere. And yeah, I found Veronica on Instagram. I really liked the stuff she did and then got in touch. And she designed our like official font for our logo and stuff. And now every time we've got a new release, I just drop her a message and she always comes up with these great ideas. Like, we might give her like a sort of, oh, this is sort of what we want to go for. And then she comes back with something and it's like better than what we could have thought of, basically.
All your materials digital right now. Have you got any chances of physical copies of anything coming out?
Or the big physical.
Mm.
I'd love to. It's just a cost for the band. And because we're completely reliant at the moment. We're not backed by a label or anything like that. We sort of have to fund everything ourselves. So if we can get into that and get vinyls and stuff, it's just the upfront costs of buying vinyls in the first place is a lot to invest in. But then hopefully we can do that and start bringing out some physicals as well.
So talking about singles and stuff, you've got a new single coming out soon. Tell us more about this single.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote this like a while ago. It was after a night out, really. It was after my friend's birthday in Brighton, after quite a heavy house party. And the process of that said night. And then I mean, I don't really write lyrics. I think I'm quite a bad lyricist. But he's just
puts himself down too much.
They usually come out really cheesy, you know. Like, I'd be great writing for Britney Spears or something, but not for Desmerelda. But then put the bass down and then a bit of guitar, and then we ended up jamming it out a bit and came out with this. Yeah, so it's like a 2-minute hard pumping, kind of punky vibe rock song.
Is it still? Would you still say it's still unequivocally Desmerelda, or does it have like a different kind of spin on it compared to all your other stuff? Especially because you've written it this time.
I mean, there's a lot of overlap with our kind of influences and stuff like that, but there's also a lot of differences. So I would say it still sounds like Desmerelda, but maybe with a different jacket on. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any particular pet hates?
Oh.
Oh, I hate a lot of things, but you have to narrow it down.
Well, I have a show, and it's called Salty Subject, where we talk all about pet hates. So, what would you guys?
I definitely do. I'm just trying to think right now.
I don't like people drinking near microphones.
How's that?
Sorry, what?
Oh, now you've got me thinking. It's just
Surely Max should be something to do with tea, given the amount of teeth throwing going on.
I don't have a
I
pet.
don't like circle tea bags. They freak me out a bit. You know, they should be triangle.
I think that's what I just had, a circle tea bag in my one. So
You're a heathen.
it's a good job you weren't around here. I don't know. Yeah, it's that and eating loudly. That's typical though, isn't it? No one likes that. We have some friends who eat particularly loudly, so. But they always get told.
Now I think it's more done to annoy us, to be honest.
What about you guys? Do you have what are your pet hates?
Well, you're interviewing us now. This is meta.
Well,
We hit a new dimension here in this interview.
Inception.
Yeah, I hate when people hijack interviews.
Um,
So, my final question is always my big one. Which would you rather own? The DeLorean from Back to the Future or the TARDIS from Doctor Who?
The DeLorean, straight out. Come on.
DeLorean. I was wearing that T-shirt yesterday or the day before, and I literally got it the other day. It's got a DeLorean on it. Yeah, 100%.
I guess the TARDIS though has got all that space inside. You could fit a DeLorean in there.
But Back to the Future's got so much more style. Like, it's just cooler.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If
I
I
don't
had
know.
to pick, yeah, if I had to pick two. But if I had both, you know, you can always get a garage in the TARDIS and stuff.
Plus, you want Doc, really, don't you? Just like running about with you.
Yeah, the doctors are Doctor Who's a bit too serious, isn't he?
Well, that's it.
What about-
Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Oh, thank
No
you.
problem. It's been a pleasure.
As always, of course.
Do you
Nice.
know? I was just sorry. At one point, Alex, do you know how me and Carl met in the first place?
No.
It was it's a good story.
The quality
Right.
story.
It is a great story. But we were both at the Great Escape Festival,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh no, you did the hot dog eating contest, didn't you?
yeah,
yeah.
just signed up last minute for a slaves hot dog eating challenge,
Yeah.
and we
Who
both
won?
showed up. I won by half a sausage.
Most painful half a sausage in my entire life.
Yeah, it
Also
was quite a weird way to meet someone.
You know, the prize was beer, and you shared some of your beer with me. So immediate friends.
That's
obviously.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
that's such a
What-
good meeting story. You should have started the interview with that.
Yeah, well, exactly.
That's
getting now?
amazing.
I've
was like,
still got
we
the
also-
He's got
trophy
his
as well.
trophy.
Still got the trophy. I forgot about that. That is awesome.